Congratulations. Great win. Ava.
Taylor, what are you most pleased with in your ability to kind of turn things around there?
Just kind of forget the second set tiebreaker, problem solve. I think, it's easy to get really frustrated with. I had two set points serving, one returning with a second serve where I just put a forehand in the net, hit it so bad. So it's like, it's really easy to get frustrated on that, thinking like it was right there, 2 sets to love lead. But at the same time, I kind of identified the problems. I wasn't returning his second serve well enough. I was kind of like pushing my forehand. I knew I had to like hit it more on the second serve return. And then the first serve return was just, I was not getting anywhere near it. So I changed up the position, started taking it early, chipping the forehands, and then immediately I started having success with that. So just the ability to kind of just forget, put like a frustrating second set tiebreaker behind, and just problem solve.
And on a day with, I hate asking you guys the American question, but it was a really weird day just in how Ben lost, and kind of a tough loss for Francis, when it does feel like you guys are like so close last year, and with all the progress, like Ben's had a good year and everything. Like, what do you make of a day like that? Is there anything to say like broadly, or is it just?
I mean, I'm really happy to get through the day. It could have been a really rough one for all of us, and yeah, it sucks. I feel bad for those guys, especially I feel bad for Ben. He's been playing so well, and he, for him to pull the plug, it has to be a really serious injury, because he's, at least on the court, he was really feeling something, because he's an amazing competitor and he's gonna compete through like pretty much anything, I feel like. So I mean, I was on the table getting ready. I hadn't really checked the scores, and then out of nowhere my physio came in and goes, Ben just pulled out and Francis is down 2 sets. And I was like, wow, this is I kind of just came out of nowhere. So it's a rough day for the guys, and I feel for them.
Arthur with USOpen.org. Taylor, you talked a little bit about changing things up, maybe going bigger on your forehand, taking balls early, chipping returns. How long do you go in a match, before you start to, maybe shift your game plan that you came in with, and how different is it in a maybe 2 out of 3 versus 3 out of 5, with how long you kind of let plan A go before you start to really tinker with things?
Yeah, five, you get a lot more time to kind of figure out what you want to do and maybe what the best thing to do is, and make the adjustments. But for me, it's a balance of trying to figure out, is the strategy bad, or am I just bad? If it's working. So for a while when I was standing back trying to return, I knew it wasn't working. Like, I didn't have a break point. He was acing me, but I just thought I was doing a pretty poor job of returning second serves, and just when I had my racket on first serves, just not doing a good enough job putting it in. And when I did, then I wouldn't play great in the rallies. So I didn't really think it was it took me 2 full sets of not getting a break point to change my return positioning, because I didn't think it was necessarily a strategy problem. I thought it was just a me being bad problem. But then as soon as I changed it, it was just easier for me to return. I did put a lot more returns in the court, and I think it made him think a lot more too. I think the positioning change also got me more looks at second serves, and he maybe didn't hit the spots as well. I think it affected him a bit as well.
Okay.
And obviously resetting is always, huge for any match. Coco last night had a great comment about how she saw Simone Biles in the crowd, and that kind of helped her reset. What went through your mind in resetting after that tough breaker?
It's kind of what I tell myself every time. Like, when something like that happens, like, what else are you going to do? Are you going to kind of not get over it and whine about it and think about it and then lose the match? You're going to feel a lot worse. The only thing I can do to make myself not feel like such a loser after that tiebreaker is to just go win the match. And so that's it sucks. Like, you feel like you should be up 2 sets to love, but you're not. You just have to accept it. And like I said, the only way to feel better is to just move on and win the match.
Okay. Thank you, Taylor.